All right, ladies and gentlemen, mostly just gentlemen. Uh, there's no ladies here. Welcome to the 2024 Draft Lottery. This is being done very piecemeal because my computer is freaking out. So I'm recording this audio on my phone, and then I am recording the screen capture, hello, on my uh, uh, computer. So, just a real quick recap of how all of this is going to work. There's a little wrinkle, as you can see here, uh, given the draft pick penalties that took place because of the games played issue that was announced earlier some weeks ago. That we have three picks that are affected by that. I don't know how many times I'm going to say tonight, but there are three picks that are affected. Only one of them is applicable to the draft lottery. But as you can see here below, two picks ended up being affected by that. The Boston first round pick goes to the end of the line for round one, and then the Chicago pick, which is still active, they're still in the playoffs, actually goes to the bottom because Florida will own that pick once I compute a future consideration. So Calgary and Florida had a trade, and these two picks right here were affected by that trade. The worst of the two picks at the end of the regular season, notwithstanding the draft lottery, which neither pick is involved in, would go to Florida. So that would be the Chicago pick for sure. Because of the fact that it was based on regular season, not playoff. So Chicago having the better record is the worst pick, quote unquote. So that goes to Florida once we do the future consideration. That pick goes to the back of the round. And because Boston had the better record, they're the first at the back of the round, then Chicago. So the deal with Florida tonight. We are going to run this lottery exactly the same way we always do. Nothing will happen with this pick any differently until after the lottery. So, for those of you that are unfamiliar or haven't seen this in a while, the way this works is very simple. There are three drawings that take place. We draw for the first overall pick, we draw for the second overall pick, and we draw for the third overall pick. You all know what already took place at this point because you've seen the announcements, and if you're watching this after the fact, you already know. So now you're just watching how the bread is made, basically. So the way this works is we have one drawing, like I said, for first, one drawing for second, one drawing for third. And then the order is, rejiggered based on, the results of the lottery. And then we have our draft, or then we have our order. But the extra wrinkle tonight is that Florida has to drop 10 places due to the games played penalty. So once the draft lottery is done and the order has been redone, we will then drop Florida down its appropriate 10 places wherever it ends up, then drop it 10 places, and then we'll have our order. So, the way this works with the lottery balls, and we're going to do this live to tape, is every team, as you see over here, has a percentage. So, if Florida has 18%, they have 180 balls. Colorado has 130 balls. Edmonton, which is owned by the Islanders, has 100 balls, and so on and so forth. You can see all the way down the list here. Not that one, but that. There you go. So, when you go over to the lottery balls tab, every team has their appropriate number of balls. They're listed in order right now because I haven't sorted yet. So you go all the way down the list, and we're just going to zoom past this. Everybody's got their appropriate number of balls. Go all the way down to number 1,000, and St. Louis, which is owned by Tampa, they have their 10. Okay, there is a random number next to each team. The beauty of this random function in Excel is that every time you hit enter, all of the numbers change. So I can do this all night long and all the numbers get changed. So what we do is, we're not going to hit enter on the random again, but what we do is we are going to sort this list by this column here, and we're going to do that 3 times to randomize the list. Each time that I sort this list by this column, all of these numbers change. So it's, super duper sorted by the time we get done with this. Then we're going to go to random.org, because I should have had that up, but I didn't. But we're going to go to random.org, and we're going to pick our numbers, and they're going to be 1 from 1,000, as you can see here, if my mouse would act up correctly. We're going to go 1 to 1,000, generate a number. I'm not going to hit that button yet, because we don't want to ruin anything. 1 to 1,000, and whichever number on this left side corresponds to the number that's drawn is the team that wins that pick. So we're going to go in order. We're going to go to the first overall pick, then we're going to go to the second overall pick, and the third overall pick. Remember, in our lottery, no team can drop more than 3 places outside of what we do after the lottery. And any team here, all from the St. Louis to Tampa pick, all the way up, every team has at least a theoretical shot at winning the draft lottery. It's different than the NHL. Yes, I know. We've been doing this way for a long time. It's a lot more fun. It's a lot more exciting. And that's the way we're going to do this. Okay, so we're going to hit the random button one more time, randomize all those numbers. Now we're going to sort this list 3 times. We're going to sort by B. This is all the way down there. We're going to sort by column B, smallest to largest. And then we go sort. All those numbers changed. We're going to do it a second time. Sort. And then we're going to do it a third time. And sort. All right, as you can see, this list is as shaken as it can possibly get with randomization here. So all those teams are now jumbled up into a pile. Excuse me. And we are going to now, and I'm going to put this right here. Actually, I'm going to put it right here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to write this out over here on the side. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 if my mouse would start working. Come on, mouse. You go. There we go. I am really ready for this laptop to have a new laptop at this point. The setup I cannot stand. Anyway, so here we go. We're going to draw for the first number on random.org and see who gets that first overall pick. Who's it going to be? It's going to be number 681. 681. So the 681, we're going to go all the way down to 681. And of course, it would be Florida. They had the most balls. So Florida, as we will put here, Florida wins the draft lottery, but they will be moving down. So whoever gets this pick right here in the number 2 slot is going to end up with the first overall pick. So this is the real lottery, I guess you'll say. Now, what happens if Florida gets picked again? That is a redraw. Again, that is in the rule book. If Florida gets picked again, that is a redraw. So we've done 681. Next number, 268. 268. 268 is Colorado. So Colorado gets the pick. They don't move at all. They stay at number 2, which means Colorado gets the first overall pick. But we'll sort all that out here shortly. Now, Edmonton, the Islanders own the Edmonton pick. They have the best odds for the third overall pick. Now, like I just said, Florida and Colorado, if they get picked on this section here, those are redraws. So we'll see if we need any redraws here. All right, let's go for our third and final number. 362. I think the 6 and the 2 were in every time. 362. 362 is the number. So let's go down to 362. And we have Nashville. We have Nashville. Interesting. Nashville was number 7. Nashville moves up to number 3. That's NDH. And SHG. No, that's Nashville. Okay, so mouse, let's go. Mouse is engaged. Okay, so Nashville gets third. Let's just make 100% sure it was 362. And 362 is Nashville. Okay. So Nashville makes a big move from number 7 up to number 3, which means they're actually going to go up to number 2. All right, so bear with me. Here we're going to sort the actual, we're going to move this down here, just so I have it. Put that right there. Get rid of this. All right, so Florida and Colorado stay where they are. Nashville's going to come up. And they are going to become number 3. So we're going to actually do a new column here, I think. Be the easiest way to do it. New. We'll call it new. All right. So for the moment, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah, blah, blah. So this is obviously going to change in just a second. Give me a second. Okay. So as you can see, where Nashville picked 7th, that has already changed. You can tell which teams have changed, which none below 8th did. But all the changes are here. And now we're going to move Florida to the 11th pick. They get to move 10 spots. So that actually means 1, 2, 3, 4. We go all the way down. And there's our order. Okay, we'll just do a little yellow there for Florida. All right, so there is our order. Colorado owns the first overall pick in the 2024 Beard Hockey Entry Draft. Nashville owns the number 2 pick. And Edmonton, which is currently owned by the Islanders, has the number 3 pick. Chicago stays 4th with the LA pick. Tampa's 5th, Montreal's 6th. They both stayed, all 3 of those teams stayed where they were. Toronto moves up 1 spot to 8 or to 7th from 8. Anaheim, which Colorado owns. Colorado now has 2 top 8 picks. Look out. The Islanders have 2 picks in the top 10 as well. They go to 9th from 10th. And I didn't do this right. No, sorry. 1 more spot for Florida. You guys are getting it all in real time. So actually, Vancouver is 11 or 10th. They moved up 1, and then Florida goes to 11th to move the 10 spots they're supposed to have. Not 9. They go to 10. And then everybody else, I believe, stays the same. Seattle, Seattle 12th, Buffalo 13, Pittsburgh 14, New Jersey 15, and St. Louis, which is owned by Tampa, goes to 16. And you can see here the other teams that have been eliminated from the playoffs, which is right here actually, and the teams that own those picks. Montreal is going to end up with that 17th overall pick from the Rangers by way of Chicago and me. Go check the future considerations to see that complicated one. But that's the lottery, folks. That's it. Thank you guys for watching so very much, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.